Molly. So today's video is going to be some life hacks or just easy ways to make school easier, because I know that by now we're probably all in school and hating it. So I figured why not to come up with some ideas on how to make your school day easier and just like your life in general easier. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe because I'm currently giving away these brand new Beats headphones. I'll have all the details down below, but basically all you have to do is be subscribed. So make sure that you're subscribed. And why don't we all leave a comment down below of when we get home from school. Mine, I normally used to get home around 3 o'clock. I don't know, comment down below when you guys get home from school. Let's see if we can get this video to 7,000 likes. Can we do it? I don't know. Let's see if we can do it, you guys. That would be really, really cool. I also just wanted to say really quickly that this video is being brought to you by Jurni. It's spelled J-U-R-N-I, and this is a video journaling platform app, and basically the whole entire platform is 100% video, even the comments, which I think is really cool because it definitely stops bullying, because if you're gonna comment something, it's way easier to comment something mean or negative that's bullying, but it's way harder, I feel like, to bully someone if you have to get behind a camera and say something, because it's more face-to-face, so it definitely prevents bullying, which I think is amazing. So the app lets you take videos that are up to 45 seconds long, which I think is awesome because you can be really authentic and kind of just share your opinions on really anything that you want to, or just random topics, really whatever you want to talk about, you are free to talk about on the app. You can watch tons of videos based on emotion or topic. I saw that there were tons of other YouTubers on the app already, and I just love it because it's real people, like real stories. Everything is just real and authentic, and I think it's really cool. So Jurni is available in the App Store, and there is soon to be an Android app, so I'm gonna leave all the details for that down below. And now let's get on to the life hacks. So the first one that I have for you guys is to make a playlist for as long as you have to get ready for, which I think is amazing. I used to do this all the time in high school, and it really does help because you can make a playlist for say an hour or so, and then you're never gonna be late because you know once you start to hear certain songs, you're like, okay, kind of getting a little bit late here. The next one I have definitely learned the hard way. In high school, in college, and everything, you have to log into a lot of different things, especially nowadays if your school is like a little bit more techy. So what I recommend doing is, this is really simple, but just write down your passwords in a journal. It will save you so much time, no matter what it's for. If you think it's some dumb thing that you don't need to like remember your password for, I always used to think that, and then I would forget it, and then there was like so many problems with resetting it, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, and then it would be like the night something was due and I couldn't turn it in because I didn't know my password. So just write everything down to save you so much time and stress in the long run. This next one is something that I did a lot in college, especially this past year. A lot of my professors had us do it. Basically, before we get started with a class or a test or anything like that, we would take a piece of notebook paper and just, I think it was for 5 minutes, we would just write down anything on our mind. So you could write down like, I lost $10 this morning, I don't know where it went, I'm really stressed out about it, or I have to pick up my brother from school later and I think I'm gonna be late. Just write down like anything that you are stressed out about, because writing it down will kind of like free it from your mind, so that way when you go into a test or into a class or anything, you're paying attention more because those things are out of your mind. This next one I am totally guilty of doing all the time, and that is asking for a medium coffee in a large cup, because then they're more likely to just give you way more coffee and you're only paying for the medium. I know, it sounds like it's like stealing, but it's really not, because you are just asking for a large cup. You don't want the large coffee, you just want the medium coffee in a large cup, and then they kind of give you extra. So if you can only afford the medium coffee and you want a large, or you need a large because it's been a long day, just do that. Try it out. See if it works. The next tip I have for you guys is something that I love doing, and that is in my planner, if I write something down, it happens. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So personally, I just know if something is written down in my planner, it's happening. It's getting done. Sometimes I pencil stuff in that I don't know if I'll be able to get to, but if I pen something in, it's getting done. So just always have that philosophy like, oh, well, it's in my planner, like I need to check that off today. It has to be done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just do it. Next one is something that I always used to do in high school, and that was waking up at the same time every single day, no matter what. If it's a weekend, if you have the day off. I mean, sometimes if you have the day off, like, you can sleep in, but most days, try and wake up at the same exact time. This will make you feel like you're in more of a schedule, and plus your body's going to get used to waking up at the same time. So then what's going to happen is on school days, it's going to be way easier for you to wake up at that time, and it's not even going to be like a big deal because you do it every single day. Number 7 is a really good one, and that is to use the timer on your phone to your advantage. This is really good for completing kind of like really simple tasks that you know you can finish really quickly, but you just can't bring yourself to do them. What I recommend doing is just setting a 5-minute timer and saying, okay, for this 5 minutes, I am working non-stop. And that way you can just get whatever you need to get done. It's just better that way. Don't procrastinate. That will be your biggest enemy in school. Trust me. The next one is to set your own deadline ahead of when a project is actually due. So this kind of goes along with the whole no procrastination thing, but seriously, try this out. So say you have a project due like 2 weeks from now on a Friday, make it due for you 2 weeks from now on a Wednesday. So that way you can just have it done on Wednesday, and if anything goes wrong or if the teacher adds anything onto the project, because we all know they tend to do that a lot, then you can just have it all done and you're prepared to like fix anything and you can really perfect your project. The next one is really important, and that is to have something that you do when you're stressed out or anxious that makes you happy. So for me, that was my YouTube channel in high school because it's just something that I love doing, but that doesn't have to be your thing, obviously. It could be something as simple as just like coloring in a book. And the last tip that I have for you guys is something my friends and I used to always do, and that is like 2 nights or so before a test, like a big exam or something, always exchange your notebook with a friend's notebook. So literally just give them your notebook. It has to be a friend that you trust though. Just switch notebooks with them for 1 night, so that way you can read over their notes, because you're more likely to pay attention to notes if it's not in your handwriting, because you're gonna like really thoroughly read it. It honestly just helps out so much, so I highly recommend trying that out. Alright you guys, so that is everything for my ways to make school easier. I love doing these type of advice videos for you guys, so if you want to see some more, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, so that way you can be entered to win the Beats headphones. I'm so excited. I'll have all the details, like I said, for that down below. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in my next video very soon. Bye!